Yo, what's good YouTube? This is the Villain back with another video. And I actually recorded this video, I want to say almost a month ago. But I didn't like the way it came out. And it was way too long. So basically, I want to try to shorten it up. I'm going to shorten it up. But the video I'm talking about is basically my top 5 Jordans. Now, I had it named wrong because I thought I uploaded my top 5 Jordans, but I ended up uploading the times I got super high. So that was my mistake. So then looking back to find that video, I had it, but I was like, yeah, you know what? I didn't like it. I didn't like how it came out. So we're gonna do it the right way this time. Now, today I got a backwood. You know what I'm saying? Vanilla. Let's see, we about to get into it. So basically, it was just my top 5 Jordans, and so with that being said, at number 5, ironically, it was the Jordan 5. Now, my first pair, I want to say I remember having of the Jordan 5s. I don't remember. They're not the metallic. They would kind of remind you. I forget the name of them, man, and it's pissed me off. But I used to have a pair of they kind of remind you of the military 4s, but with a darker blue and not as much blue. And I'm blanking on the name, but I used to have those. That was my first pair. And then I ended up getting a pair of grapes, which I personally think that the grapes should have been called the Fresh Princes, but to each his own. But the grapes, I had a pair of those, and then probably like a few years ago, I had the it's not the Raging Bull 5s, but not the Toro Bravo 5s, but ones that kind of look like it. But just the way the shoe looks, the way it looks with pants or shorts, you know what I'm saying? It's a good fit, especially if you have like the metallics, or if you have like, or the Oreos, or those red ones I got. I can't remember the name of them, but you can get them off with different outfits. Excuse me. So at number 5, the 5s. Now at number 4, I have, what did I have? At number 4, I got the Air Jordan 6s. Now, the first pair of 6s I've ever had, which I got them off of somebody, was the Oreo 6s. I absolutely adore those shoes. Like, I hope they come back. I hope they make a return. Like, the Oreos, like, legit, the speckled little dots on the outsole, you know, the black and white. I love those shoes. Which I'm gonna find those. But those are the first pair I had. You know, such a cool silhouette. So fire. I've had the, which I still got them, but they just not good condition. I got the Carmines, the Carmine 6s. What other 6s I've had? I've had the Carmines. I've had the white infrareds. So like the, you know, white with that bright red over the toe, over the bubble, and then like the black and red, the black and red bottom. I had those. Those are hard. Ones I really wanted though, of course, if you don't get the infrareds, like the regular infrareds, I definitely want the Dornbacher 6s. Um, the Dornbacher line always been interesting to me, which we'll get to that later down the line. So number 4, we got the 6s. Okay, so at number 3, because I had them in my head, I'm trying not to write. So I had them in my head. So at number 3, we got the Air Jordan 4. Now, when it comes to 4s, I done had a few pair. I've had the military 4s. What's another pair I've had? I've had the military 4s. Is that the only pair I've had? I've never had the Breads. Oh, I had the Toro Bravo 4s, like way back, like 10 years ago. That I messed with. The Toro Bravo 4s, those are probably like my favorite ones at the time, because like that red, like I loved that red. I loved those shoes so much. But I had those, and again, the silhouette, like how the shoe looked, like 4s look so fire, bro. Like you can go to Breads, you can go, the Laser 4s are fire too. You can go Fire Red 4s, you can go Toro Bravo 4s, you can go to them Olives. Those Olives was kind of fire. The Lightnings, the Lightning 4s, or the Thunder. No, the Thunder 4s, not the Lightnings, because the Thunders are the all black, like the 14s. The Lightnings are the reverse, the yellow. So the Thunder 14s are fire. I had the 14s. I didn't have the 4s though, but I definitely always wanted the 4s. Then of course the Dornbacher 4, bro. Freaking Superman on the tongue. You kidding me? The bright green, the bright blue, bro. Fire. And I actually seen somebody who had those in person. I lost my shit when I seen them too, in person. Because this wasn't like, I've never been to like a sneaker con or nothing like that. So to see a shoe like that on foot in person, but I lost it. So at number 3, you got the AJ4. So at number 2, which this is probably gonna be a lot of people number 1s, not Cool Grey Zord, the 11s. Now, from my recollection, the only pair of 11s that I remember having are the Breads. I did have the Bread 11s. Actually, I still do have the Bread 11s, but they are beat. When I tell you I wore those things all the time, those things are done for talking, like bad. But those are the only pair I had. Now, the pairs that I wanted, like my favorite 11 of all time, which is my favorite shoe of all time, not my favorite silhouette, which my favorite silhouette would be number 1, obviously. But my favorite shoe of all time is the Cool Grey 11. Get it together, Montel. Ever since I seen J.R. Smith dunk on Gary Neal, San Antonio Spurs were at Denver. He was coming down the floor, the right side of the floor, strong side. Did a little crossover, a little past half court, got to the lane, two-hand that bit on Gary Neal. Ever since then, I seen those shoes. I was like, and when Kevin Harlan said, "We just saw a man fly," I'm like, yeah, that's it right there. So ever since that moment, those have been literally my favorite Jordans of all time, and that will not change. But yeah, I had the Breads. I wanted the Columbias. I wanted the Gammas so bad. I wanted the Cherries. The Cherries are hard. Concords, of course, are hard. The Space Jams, of course, are hard. 72 and 10s, of course, are hard. I feel like that's underrated. The 72 and 10 Jordans, those are hard. The DMP pack, the 11s, they basically like Concord 11s, but instead of the black Jumpman, they got the gold Jumpman. Fire. I can keep going when it comes to 11s, because of course they're the most popular shoe in the Jordan brand. They always release them during Christmas. That's usually everybody's Christmas shoe, and it's been like that since I was in school, and I'm 30. So literally since like late middle school, so like my 8th grade, like going into high school, bro. The end of the year, especially when niggas really started getting into Jordans, bro, end of the year or the beginning of the next year, so after Christmas break, you see the 11s everywhere. Never fail. So, number 2, got the Jordan 11. At number 1, Air Jordan 3. Now, man, there's so much I could say about this shoe, bro. This is my shoe. Matter of fact, give me a second. I feel like if I'm gonna have any pair of shoes, of Jordans, I'm gonna keep, they're kind of dirty, I gotta wipe them off. I'm gonna keep a pair of 3s. Like, I'm gonna keep a pair of 3s. Sorry about the bottom I'm wearing, but I'm gonna keep a pair of 3s, bro. Like, I've had like probably my 2 favorite 3s of all time. Like, I can say that I actually had them. One being the True Blue 3s. Man, I love those shoes. And I need to like edit. I need to edit because like older pictures, like I'm not gonna have like those shoes on. Like, cause I don't have pictures from way back then. Like I've had like different like social media accounts and stuff, so I don't find pictures. But like, if I find a way, I want to put pictures of the shoes I had, or like with me wearing them. Like if I can find like pictures of them. But I had the True Blue 3s, and I had the Black Cement 3s, bro. And when I tell you, and at that time when I had the Black Cement 3s, I was like I had first started working. Like that's when I first, like that was my first job. So I was getting my own money. So around then, the same time I had bought the Black Cement 3s was the same time I bought the DMP Raptor 7s. The ones with the gray, mixed with gray and black. I love those shoes so much. But I bought those at the same time. But when I tell you, bro, like, it was to the point I was wearing those shoes at work. And it wasn't like a job that I would mess my shoes up at. But where I was working at the time, it was a lot of young niggas, especially where I was at. So a lot of us wore Jordans because we knew our shoes wouldn't get messed up. So you'll see people come in with some crazy junk on their feet. Be like, all right, I see you. Or I need those. You know, so. Man, that shoe there, that's one of the ones. And I'll always love a pair of 3s because, like, I feel like this is the perfect, like, people say it's a low top shoe, which it is, but it's kind of like a midi. To be honest with you, if you look at where shoestring holes at, it's kind of a midi. But with that being said, like just how, you know, you can get these off of shorts, like especially these specifically, this colorway, you can get it off with some camos. Like you can take it back to 2011, 2012 when your Wiz jumped. Whether that be camo shorts, or you can go Levi jeans, or you know, depending on your body type, like you can rock some skinnies with them. You know, get you off a decent shirt. Just a bunch of different possibilities. But Yeah, number one, Air Jordan 3. But yeah, man, that's gonna be all for today's video. I like the way this one came out. I like this one. I like this way better than when I recorded it previously. So we gonna stick with this one. But yeah, man, this is Sister Villain. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna finish this, and I'll see y'all in the next one.